G'day, how you going? Ian Apples here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my channel where I like to teach you beginners what you can paint in acrylic. You can see the size of my canvas that I'm using in this tutorial, and also I'll get the colours going up the screen what I'm using. It's a simple portrait layout, and if it's your first time here, give me a comment, say g'day, and I will say g'day back. So get on over here and let's get right into it. Okay, like I said, she's a portrait layout, not a landscape. My horizon line is about a third, maybe a third-ish. I want enough sky area to have my glaring but not so sharp sun in the sky as well. So let's start on the sky area first. I'll just get my refurbished bullshit stick out the way. I've just painted it black, put my name on it and my slogan. But yeah, it's looking a lot more neater as well. Now first I'd like to condition the canvas with some softer acrylic paint and add some retarder with that, just so as we can get the sky colours firstly blending smooth like oils, really smooth. So I've got about this much retarder to that soft bodied acrylic paint. This will slow down the drying time of that to allow us to work with it. So I'll get my brush in the retarder and then I'll just start pushing them all together. Now practice mixing your retarder with your acrylic paint. Work out the volume you need. Different climates would need different amounts. Now you can see my horizon line in the pencil there. I've put some tape there just a little bit below it so I don't get all this stuff down at the bottom at the moment. And why I have this lower than the pencil line is I'm only going to paint to the pencil line, but then I can get my finger and smooth away any ridges of paint or lumps of paint. Now I just want to get this into the tooth of my canvas. Now if you're a beginner and you're using a lot of canvas papers, that's okay, but you'll find when you start transitioning to canvas cloth and canvases, you do get a better job, I feel. Everyone's different. I did a lot of my early stuff on canvas paper, canvas pads. They're quite affordable and cheap. Now I've got to wipe my brush because it's starting to drip, as you might have seen, and look at it. So I'm just wiping it with a Chuck's Kitchen towel. These are better than, if you find yourself using paper towels, try not to, because when you do, you can be picking up lint and putting it from the tissue in your brush onto the canvas. These, like the edge has got lint there, but in the actual surface of the cloth, I find I don't get lint. Now I'm just going to get to the tip of this brush and I want to push this down to a nice thin even coat. Wipe your brush if you feel it's still a bit thick. Now this is the first time I'm doing this painting, so it's all going to happen right in front of you and myself at the same time. Okay, now we're ready to put our colours on for that sky. Okay, down here I've got cerulean blue, mid-tone grey, Indian yellow, and I do have, I was going to mix this up, but I've already got a tube Brilliant Violet. It's a series 2 in the paints that I use. So I want to pick that up and get it to the horizon line. So my tape's here. I want to condense it there, get it nice and strong there, and then let it wear up to where I want it to go, all the way across. Come back down, play with it until you're happy with it. Get some of those edges filled in where they're a bit naked and bare. There we go, I'm happy with that. I've got what I achieved to do. I have darker violet going into a lighter violet. Okay, I have washed the brush because I want to get this Indian yellow on there on its own. I don't want it contaminated. I want it to blend into there with my control. Now I want this about here. Get it on there. I've got quite a lot on there. Didn't really want that much, but that's okay. I'm going to wipe that off the brush. And now see where it's meeting the violet. I want to gingerly crisscross them together. Try not to bring too much of the violet into the yellow, because we do need the yellow to be there, but it's going to be very contaminated with the violet. I'll just let that fade away a bit so there's no hard line there. Because see, I want the blending of it like that. Now I'm going to pick up some more violet because that yellow's too strong. So I'll pick it up and I'll put it where I want it to go. Watch what I do here. It's so easy to control it. I want some of the violet more here. around there a bit more, lightly in the middle. I can just wipe the brush and then go back to my violet colour with me putter on a brush, distort those lines that you stamped in there. If you have a better way to blend your colours, by all means, you do your way. I can only show you my way. Crisscross that down, get rid of those. There we go. I'm happy with that. Now I'll start again. I've got my yellow there. I'm just going to pick up more of the violet because I feel I've lost too much of it around here. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm doing, picking up a little bit more violet, and I'm trying to just scatter a little bit of it in this white up here where I want to put the blue. Just a little bit of it up there, just like that. Everything that I'm doing here, believe it or not, is quite basic. I'm just using my putter on a brush, and every brush stroke has just been left and right, nothing more, nothing less. All right, down here I'll pick up the cerulean blue. I've washed the brush like I said, and I want to start at the top and get this lace down to that colour I've just put on there. So I'll push it in the corner there, this corner, bring it across the top, dance it there and around here a bit. Okay, start at the top. Now I'm coming to the tip of my brush again just so I can control what's getting pushed around the canvas. I want some of the blue participating here, not too much, but see, I wanted that violet smearing up in here as well. I didn't want it just all blue and heavy. Bring this down here a little bit, pull it into the middle now. Wipe your brush if it's building up, which I feel it is. And I want to just go straight across now and bleed that with the tip of the brush again, the tip. And I can see and feel, I've got a bit of yellow there, which is what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Now in this sky, it's a piece of art. You can even put some fancy clouds in there if you like. I want to get my white now. So what I will do, I'll just pick up the paint on my middle finger and pretty much put it where I want my sun. About there. It's just that real, the sun has got just glare in it, like you can just see it in the sky. There we go. And I can concentrate it in the middle if I have to. And I'm just going to see if we can smear that around. There we go. Lightly, lightly, lightly. I feel I need more there. I'm going to use a brush. Oh, we'll just keep using my finger. Put a bit more on there. There we go. Stamp it in again, nice and softly. And pounce it around. Now I'm not going to be too careful stamping because I've noticed my brush strokes here, then this stamping is here. Now just for the tutorial's sake, I was going to leave the sky like that. You can leave it just like that because sometimes, a lot of times, less is more. But just for the purpose of this, I want to show you how to put a caressing cloud just around that sun there. So I'll pick up some titanium white in my hog bristle fan brush. None of these colours that I've put on there have any mediums mixed with it. No water, no retarder. Only that first craft paint that I primed the canvas up with does. Now, we can go like this. Get this, come around, pick up more, come down and around like that. That'll do. That's the shape I want. Pick up a blending brush and obviously a cloth to wipe it. I want to leave the inside edge there and fade this down just a little bit. This is not a realism painting, it's just a nice piece of colourful art. So I want to get the corner of it. Now this is acrylic, not oil. I don't want to just go whooshy whoosh and dust for fingerprints. I want to control what I'm blending. So I want to dance and bring this down, get rid of any imperfections that you feel are imperfections. Wipe your brush, because look at that corner that I'm blending with, it's quite strong. Just go near the tops, just disturb the top a bit, but leave the harshness of it there. And I want to kind of twist, dab and twist and pull around, just sort of getting it down this side. And I'm going to do that, and it's picking up all the colours underneath. I've done this a lot with just black and whites. There's a misty lighthouse I've done. If you put in the YouTube search bar Indianapolis and then lighthouse, you'll find anything I've done relating to a lighthouse. If you ever want to know if I've done a certain painting, just type in my name in the YouTube search bar Indianapolis, and then whatever you think I might have painted, whether it's a sunset, a waterfall, a dolphin, a cat, a dog, a zebra. Has he done anything like that? Just simply put my name and the subject in the search bar and click enter, and it'll come up with everything that I've done. There we go. That's not looking too bad. I've got to have a look in the monitor. I'm feeling it's a little bit naked here, just around here. So like I've analysed everything. I just want to get a little bit there, because you need pockets of the sky within your work. Just something there. That'll do. Don't overdo it. Try never to overdo it. It's so easy to overdo it. And I want to simply blend that into the mix as well. Practice doing the craft white and retarder, and then practice putting some colour on there and blending your clouds and skies, and then see how you're going with it. So when you're doing a canvas, you already know what you can and can't do. Okay, I just finished blending this in now, and that's pretty much... I didn't have to put this here, but I did want to, just for the art's sake. Give me a comment below. Was it worth putting that in there or not? Okay, we'll just pan back and have a bit of a look before I get to the water. What I want to do is peel this tape off like I said. Now see, there's a ridge of paint, that's all still wet. I want to just get my finger and get rid of that, so when I put the bottom colour down, you will not see this heavy line throughout the painting. Okay, I've given that a dry. This is where you can relax. Painting isn't a speed contest. I'm going to go and put the kettle on and make myself a cup of tea. I've done all my blending. My window's closed now. I don't care if that dries on me. That's where I had to do all my blending. You can take your time and have your cup of tea and sit back and just analyse your work again. It's important to analyse it, I feel. That way you can look at it and do some tweaks and go, yep, I need to go here or there, and enjoy the process, because making this painting happen is the fun. That's the process of enjoyment. When it's finished and hanging on the wall, that's it. It's all over Red Rover. You can look at that painting and remember the fun you had painting it, and take the moment to realise you're in that moment. Enjoy it. Now I want to get some craft paint again, or the soft body white. I don't need the retarder in it there. I've got a little bit on there, but don't really need that, because I'm not needing a long window to blend the water. The water's quite quick in my opinion. Now I've put the tape there back a little bit higher. I've dried it, and I want to just, let's say, prime the lower half where the water's going to go, so our watercolours would move across this canvas a lot easier instead of just neat raw paint. Now hopefully, I didn't want to paint right onto that paper, but I ended up. Now I'll get that nice and thin, same principle, coming to the tip of the brush. And I want to wipe my brush. I want to pick up the cerulean blue and get a bit of grey with it. Now I want to just get this onto there. Get it right up to that tape. Stroking it left and right, pretty simple. Now I just want to add some darkness with that. So I want to wipe this brush, and I want to pick up some of the Prussian blue. I want up here, over here, turn the brush around, and maybe here, just like that. Get something there. Now I wipe that off, and I want to just get that through me water. Get some more. I feel I want some more here. There we go. I've got my water the value that I want. Now I've got a pouncer. I've just gave it a little squirt with water just so it's not dry, and I want to pick up the Indian yellow, but I also want to dance in some white with that just so it's more opaque, more thicker, got more body to it. And all I want to do, get rid of the edges, is come head on to me sun here, straight there. I want to come down, pick up more. I've got another brush just so I can waterfy that, left and right, right across there. I'm leaving the tape there so I don't lose it. Now I feel, well, I've got to put more on it because it's a little bit, there we go, just dab it on. So long as it's in a straight line from there. They look a bit funny when they're crooked. There we go. And now I want to grab that white paint. Now I've just got a flat toothbrush and I'm picking up the white paint, but be sure it's inky enough to flick off. Practice this. And I just want to load up the tips of that if I can. I will put some extra tape over my sky. And I want to concentrate this. Let's start here first. Now, it's not wet enough. It's coming off, but not as enough as I need it. So to get it to come off as you need it, start in, I sprayed some water on the canvas, and I'm going to gradually pull the paint into it, creating my own ink pile right here. See, I've turned the water into an inky pile of white paint. Let's start there. I want it out at the top and coming down.
Can we watch you pull that tape off, Ian, please?
Yep, okay, we'll get this tape off. We'll get the first layer off. I've got a knife just to pull this one off nice and carefully. There we go.
Whoopsie daisy.
Now I want to get some dark elements into that water. Okay, on a liner brush, I've just picked up this Prussian blue, and I'm just laying across some scallops of the dark shadows in the water. I'll use my bullshit stick just so as I can get some good horizontal vibes going in there, because I can control it easy with this. I can just go along in lines, tilt the brush to get the different heights, and scatter all this. This is just the nice darker elements within the water. And if you get your paint inky enough, see how sometimes it's just not coming off enough? If you get it inky enough, it'll just do it for you. Now I've just got a soft brush where the paint's still wet. I'm just scratching them through. Gently sitting them into that. Come over here, this might have dried a bit this side. Oh, easy. There we go. All right, I just want to soften up this piece here where I've lost it. So I'm grabbing the toothbrush again with some white and yellow, just so as I can get that back. Well, when I did that brush, I shouldn't have done that. My mistake. We all make mistakes. We're only human. You're allowed to make mistakes. Got to fan it out a bit more for the jest of the sun. I feel the size of it's not quite there yet. Yeah, come on, there we go. Now I'm grabbing the cerulean blue inked up on the toothbrush just to splice some of it back. I looked in the monitor. It's okay, but it's got a bit of too muchish, so I need to just scatter some of this through it just to fine tune it. And some of this can go out in the water as well for the dark spots if you want. Now there's so much you can do to this painting. Now the top out here, it's very sharp. I want to get some of the Indian yellow on my brush just to taint it so it's not a dry. And I'm going to see if I can, I'll do it over here so it doesn't look so iffity-affity. I'll do this side just so you can see. Because in the distance that far away, it's never in focus. And I want to use the yellow. Just scrumbling it, scumbling it, however that word's pronounced. Okay, I just want to sign this and then we'll reveal the painting with the mat and the frame. And I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who watches my videos and my YouTube channel members. If you want to be a YouTube channel member, just simply hit the join tab for the price of a cup of coffee a month, and you're helping support my content. And if you want to be a patron, there's a Patreon link there. Check out all the links. Okay, let's whack a frame on it and reveal. There we go, that's not too shabby. We've got a subtle glaring sunset in a beautiful violet sky, and I know you can do it. Well, that was exciting. I had a lot of fun doing that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you be sure to tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody. Goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.